The unseasonably warm weather didn't keep the legions of local roller derby fans from selling out the Alliant Energy Center on Saturday, February 20th. Many followed the too hot to handle theme of the night and came out dressed as their favorite Star Wars characters to see the Unholy Rollers battle the Quad Squad in the first bout of the evening. Team Green struck hard and fast with a 14-point jam by Thrill Show. They continued to seize lead jammer status consistently for the first 13 minutes of the game, jumping out to an early 63-18 lead. On the next jam, Unholy Roller jammer Ginger Snap tried to reverse her team's fortunes by scoring 9 of her game-high 55 points and then grabbing 11 more 3 jams later, which brought the Unholies to within 33 points, 74-41. Both defenses were rough on jammers in this game. In one instance, both jammers were recycled twice each before the pack cleared turn 1. Quad Squad's blockers yielded little for the opposition for the last 10 minutes of the half. The Unholy's defenders fared almost as well during that time span until Dark Horse reeled off 15 in a power jam near the end of the half. But even then, her actions were punished by a great defensive move by rookie Off Me Rocker. The final 3 jams of the period went on without any significant advances by either team. Quad Squad headed into the locker rooms with a 108-63 advantage. The game went back and forth for the first 7 minutes of the second half. Scarlett Osneria and Blanche Devereaux scored 7 and 8 points respectively to try to get the Unholy Rollers back in the game. Hammer Abbey responded with 13 of her team-high 53 points to keep the Unholies at bay. Ginger Snap answered back decisively with 10 points to get her team within 40 points of Team Green, 129-89. The next 10 minutes saw the Quad Squad defense allow very few opportunities for the Unholy Jammers to trickle through. Efforts by Brokeback Jack, Conan the Librarian, and Crystal Ice were crucial to allowing only 10 points in that stretch, all 10 of which were scored by Ginger Snap in her continued heroic effort to bring her team within striking distance. Meanwhile, the Quad Squad were able to slowly add to their lead despite harassing defense by the opposition, namely from Gendetta, Tango de Muerte, and Hello Sailor. Heading into the last 11 minutes of the game, Quad Squad blockers kept the Unholies from getting lead jam all but once. Scoring was tough for both teams, but the Quad Squad was able to gradually add to their lead. When the last 4 short whistle blasts ended the final jam, Quad Squad was victorious with a 218-119 final score. 2 1-1 teams met in the second bout of the evening, both eager to improve their team seeding going into the semifinals. The Reservoir Dolls, on their quest for their 4th straight MRD championship, met the Vaudeville Vixens as they continued their efforts to rise in the league standings. The Vixens got off to a fast start behind jams from Black Velvet and Berserk Lee and some explosive hits from Darling Nikki. 5 minutes into the game, the team in hot pink was up 29-7. Soon the tables were turned thanks to a 14-point power jam by Lady Hoo-Ha, who put the Res Dolls up by 4 points. Soon thereafter, Black Velvet scored a total of 16 points of her game-high 82 tallies to put the Vixens back up 46-36. The seesaw battle continued to intensify as Charlie Hustle provided timely blocks to spring Lady Hoo-Ha for 26 of her team-high 72 points, putting the Res Dolls back on top with 11 minutes remaining in the half. 4 jams later, Black Velvet hustled for 14 more to put the Vixens back on top 80-72. The team in black kept pressing to get the lead back with a 15-point power jam by Blitz Siren to cap it off, sending her team off the track at the end of the half up 95-82. The Vaudeville Vixens started the second half bound and determined to get the lead back and keep it that way. They executed that plan by getting lead jammer status in 8 straight jams to start the half and by holding the Res Dolls scoreless during that time. 8 minutes into the period, the Vixens were looking in the rearview mirror at the Reservoir Dolls, leading by a score of 119-95. The team in pink continued their second half domination with another 7 straight lead jams and tough defense by Lemon Dropkick, Feminine Hijinks, and Whiskey Chaser. Skaters on both teams started to show signs of fatigue. Blocker penalties started piling up, leaving no places to sit in the sin bin. Despite a lack of blockers on one particular jam, Berserk Lee reeled off 14 of her 55 total points to put her team up by 43, 173-130. With 10 minutes left in the game, the Res Dolls awoke from their scoring funk, finally able to get lead jams, with Lip Smacker and Blitz Siren getting in on the scoring, but their defense proved unable to close the floodgates on the Vixens. The game ended with the Res Dolls falling short and the Vixens continuing their rise 210 to 146. The next game will be semifinals on April 23rd, and it's a triple header. Doors open early at 3:45 with the game kicking off at 4:15 p.m. These games will determine who plays for the championship trophy in May.